So I found this game that combines robot cowboys with magic spells, and it expects you to have friends. Yeah, already unrealistic. But it's blowing up on Steam right now, so I had to give it a check. Is it actually worth it, or is it just another fun for one night type of game? Hey there, Bora here, bringing you a before you don't buy. Yeah, you heard that right. This is basically a review of whether you should or absolutely shouldn't cop this game. Do you like first-person shooters like Valorant, Apex Legends, and actually have friends? Actually, let's ignore that last part. There's this new game blowing up on Steam called Far Far West. And at a first glance, it looks like one of those mess around with your friends for an hour and never touch again type game. And honestly, at the start it sort of did feel like it. You load in, you're waddling around, learning controls, shooting random enemies and not really understanding what's going on. Proper friend slop energy. Like, this could either go really fun or honestly really forgettable. But slowly it starts showing its hand. Little systems pop up. Progression starts making sense and you realize there's actually something here, the gameplay loop. So here's how it works. You drop into a run, you explore the map, hit different points of interest, fight enemies and collect loot. Pretty standard, right? The way it handles progression makes it interesting. It's got that Hades style system where you don't just pick up weapons randomly, you actually unlock them over time, and you build your loadout outside of the runs. Whilst in the run, you are picking up upgrades that only are affecting you on the run. So it does make every single run just that little bit different. Now the map, it feels very Helldivers inspired. You've got multiple objectives scattered around, you're constantly making decisions like, do I play it safe? Or do I go for the upgrade across the map and risk everything you've got? And here's the twist. The run doesn't end after the boss fight. You just keep going. Which sounds great until you realize you're super underleveled and you're deep in a run and one bad fight can wipe everything. So it turns into this risk-reward loop that actually gets a little bit addictive. Solo versus co-op. Honestly, I'm gonna be dead set here. It's not genuinely built for solo. You can definitely play solo. I did play for an hour or so solo just to sort of feel the game, sort of understand what it's like to not have friends. But co-op is where it shines, honestly. That's why I thought it was more on that friend slop energy, but honestly the chaos goes up, the difficulty goes up, the rewards also get better. You're earning more souls, more gold, you're just unlocking things a lot more faster when you're with your friends. And it doesn't feel as bad. The main mechanic that I feel like this does help is with your spells. You can combine different spells all together, and if your teammates have spells, you can also combine them with one another. On the topic of spells, this game uses spells. It's not just your generic cowboy shooter where you've just got guns. And somehow it actually works. You've got guns, you've got revolvers, you've got ninja stars. So you've got a whole bunch to play around with. And adding those spells on top just makes it a lot more fun. Because there's no mana, there's nothing sort of restricting you in that sense. There's nothing really restricting you in that sense where you can just spam abilities. And they've gone to the extra length of actually connecting spells. That's where I think this game just slightly separates itself from just being another co-op shooter. Of course, this game is still in early access. You can feel some of the rough edges, but honestly the movement, the jumping, the speed, you just sort of figure stuff out as you go, which is something which does work for some people, but for some others it might just be a little bit confusing. Secondly, solo does feel a bit of a drag where you're just grinding by yourself. It can be a little bit repetitive as well because you're sort of stuck in a map, you don't really explore as much, but you'll sort of be seeing the patterns throughout. Very similar objectives, similar structures, with just a little bit of a different outcome, which is the boss. But what it really does well, strives. The core gameplay is genuinely smooth and satisfying. With the mix of guns and spells, it's honestly fun. Of course, it is preferable to play in co-op, but it's not forced. It's not like you can't finish a whole map on your own. I do like the robot cowboy aesthetic in this game, and it does work somehow with spells. So, should you genuinely buy this game, or is it not for you? You should buy it, honestly, if you've got some friends to play with that are consistently going to be able to play with you. It is only 8 people making this game, so it's not a large company that's able to sort of fix everything instantly. It is still an early access, so not everything is ironed out, but there is a little bit of a discount going on at the moment, so that's why I gave this a shot. But if you're just a solo player type of guy, you don't really like that repetition of a roguelite or similar to that, this game just isn't for you. I don't think it's a must buy, but you should definitely look into it yourself and sort of understand the game a little bit further. It's honestly like this game will either keep getting more popular or it's just gonna die next week. So right now, it's fun. Not perfect, but fun. And sometimes that's genuinely enough. Anyways, that's been Bora before you don't buy. If this helped you decide whether to cop or drop the game, you already know what to do. I'll catch you in the next one.